This is T.Y. Jackson.
United States Women's Champion Chelsea Green.
How you doing, people?
And I love pro wrestling.
I love pro wrestling.
Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Welcome to the Brunch Clinic. I am Lawrence Kurtze. We are live. Another big week in wrestling, as yesterday was AEW Wrestle Dream.
Hi, I'm Maxine Dupree.
And I'm Otis.
Hi, I'm the sweetest Pete, Christara.
Mars, the specialist.
And I love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And we
love wrestling.
Bottoms up, brains on. Welcome to Quizplex here on Love Wrestling, your pro wrestling trivia charity show. My name is Zach Ralph. I will be your host.
This is God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blaze.
Yeah, we are the Usos.
This is Rachel Ellering.
And we love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
Hello, Love Wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And you all know what that means.
Well, you better know by now. It's episode 235 of this thing.
I guarantee you there's like an 85% chance that's not an accurate number.
Hi, this is Shaz McKenzie.
This is Big Bad Boris.
This is the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crow.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
If you're here, thanks for being here. It's For Exposure, Love Wrestling's Independent Weekend podcast where we break down all the best happenings of the world of the independent wrestling side.
I'm Penta. I'm wrestling. And what?
Liza Hall.
I'm the alternative Anthony Green.
And I love pro wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling. I love wrestling. And you know what? Pentacero.
That's called scanning, kids. It is 8 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It is time for a excitingly fun, I hope, episode of Saturday Night Love. My name is Big Bad Boy.
I'm Big Ben Ortmans.
Hi, this is Smiley Patty Ray.
I'm Yaskai.
And I love wrestling.
And I love wrestling.
And I love pro wrestling.
Of course.
Hello, Love Wrestling. It's Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. And you know what that means. It's another new episode of Between Two Beards.
Can we start off with the biggest news of the week?
The Rats lost!
If you've got the budget, I've got the time.
There he is.
Hey, boss!
There's the boss.
Hey!
The man with the finest beard on this screen.
Canadian boys, shut the hell up! Let me talk!
You see, the Rads are resourceful. When I got beef with somebody, I can find a way to talk to them.
Hello, Love Wrestling. It is Thursday night. It is 8 p.m. And you all know what that means.
That the Chicago Cubs suck again. We're going to go 0-162, JPJ.
And my Boston Red Sox are going to go 162-0. I thought Roman Anthony was going to bat for 1,000.
Happy opening day to everyone. Of course, we lose to the Washington freaking Nationals.
Hey, man, they got a young, pesky lineup, that team.
They can suck it.
Dalen Lyle, they got James Wood. They're good. Uh-oh, what, do you got important business going on over there?
No, I've just been getting trolled by a certain friend of yours, and he's hitting up the social.
Well, tell him we're live, all right? And tell him to mind his business.
I told him. But
you got a show to host.
We got Zach in the house saying it is Major League Baseball opening day. That it is, friends. It is a national holiday. I know last night, technically.
No.
Chris Parrish is in the house. Auntie Collins is in the house. Scott's in the house. Auntie Collins, Scott, Chris, Zach, Greg. What did you? I know Dynamite was last night, Mr. JPJ. So reviewing. We'll talk about Dynamite. I got some thoughts, but I know the opening night was last night. Did you catch any of the opening night? What did you think of the Netflix presentation?
I thought it sucked.
You didn't like it?
No, I like Barry Bonds being on the pregame panel. I think it was good to hear Barry Bonds talk about sports. I thought that was good. It was a little bit too much. Dude, game's supposed to start at 8, bro. First pitch is like 8:25. Maybe is it a W? You know, we always complain. Maybe it's not a WWE thing that Raw doesn't really start until 8:08. Maybe it's an F. I don't know, but
it's definitely a Raw problem because they write the show. I will give you that. I had my iPad going for Dynamite, and I had the TV going for the baseball game because the baseball game is more the family would watch that over the wrestling. And then Mrs. Pluggo, like on a whim, looked at me and she was like, "I hope you're hungry because I ordered us Panda Express." And I go, "You've never been hotter." You know, I got real, you know, in my feels about it.
Yeah, I get it.
At the table, and I'm trying to run back. I'm like, throw the damn first pitch already. I finally at like 8:23 just gave up and was like, I guess I missed the first pitch. I'm trying to eat.
Yeah, it took forever. That part of it I did not like.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the actual game, like it was fine. Like they had Matt Vasgersian, he's a pro, like doing the play-by-play. Like the game was fine. You know who was actually good? It was Jameis Winston. I was gonna say I don't know why he was there. Because he's a football guy. I know he played college baseball, but you know the regular person don't know that. Yeah,
but he was fun. But I had a question. They advertised the Usos being there. Was there. I only saw Jay, and I saw Jacob hanging out with him in the stands.
Yeah,
Jacob Fatu. So where was Jimmy?
I don't know. I mean, he is expecting. Soonish. Maybe he was at home with the wife.
Maybe Big Bad Boris is in the house. The Love Wrestling commentator extraordinaire, Audible Chocolate himself. Boy, he called a hell of a show on Saturday.
I mean, it was a hell of a show.
I did miss about the first hour because I had some things going on. But I definitely saw the crowning moment to our boy T.Y. Jackson.
Our boy. We love
making history.
Hold on a second. Don't mind me. But I got to plug in my headphones. I just gave me the message that my battery's low. Our boy T.Y.
Yeah, T.Y. Jackson,
I've had the pleasure of speaking to a bunch on the LPW show, kind of over the last.
Yeah. He's been on this show. I said this on Saturday on For Exposure, and I'll say it again. Like when LPW first became a thing, T.Y. Jackson was one of the first that I gravitated to being like, I love this dude's vibe, so I'm super psyched for him.
Yep.
I do have so there's a lot of fallout from that. I'm definitely interested to see how 47 shakes out. But congratulations to T.Y. Jackson.
Yes.
Congratulations to the Mad Lads. They can suck it.
Wow.
Sorry. Jesus. I don't make the rules.
You don't make the rules. It's our show. We make the rules. We do whatever we want.
I don't make the rules. The Mad Lads can suck it. Wow. It was a wild match. Would you rather only be able to watch New York Yankees games for the
whatever the other thing is,
or never watch baseball ever again?
Yeah, the other.
You just give up on
at that point, if that was the option, at that point, baseball.
Because I saw your tweet last night that you were hate watching.
I mean, it's not really hate watching. It's just obviously
no. But I mean, listen, if it was opening night of baseball and it was the Cardinals versus the White Sox, kill me.
I root for the media.
I would have definitely skipped it and gave my full attention to Dynamite.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like 2 years ago, when the Super Bowl was the Eagles and the Chiefs, when people asked me who I was rooting for, I said the Meteor. That's what I'm rooting for. The Meteor to just end that for everyone. But At that point, I would give up. Yeah, listen. And when I say hate watch, it's not really. I'm not sitting there going like, "Ugh." I was laughing hysterically at Aaron Judge's performance.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't have to do anything.
Well, but I'm saying, like, it's the first game of the year. I'm not an idiot. Like, he's going to probably be an MVP candidate again. But 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. It's a beautiful thing to watch sometimes.
Around the ballpark, say, "Let's go Mets." Yeah, the Mets
had a good game. They almost blew it though.
But I got home and like they were just hitting dingers.
Skeens didn't even make it out of the first inning.
Yeah, he recorded 2 outs. I mean,
2/3.
Yeah, that's what you get for, I guess, playing for America. But
it was can
I say, and you're gonna hate this, I like Jazz Chisholm, and I like him because he is the most like eccentric Yankee that we've had in ever, because they don't do that.
Yeah, he has a good personality. I like them.
They don't let you like wear all those shades and the fancy shoes that are the Yankees. I was like, this guy's a vibe. And he did, while MJF was cutting his promo, Chisholm was getting interviewed.
Yeah.
DC's in the house. Shout out to DC Hendricks, by the way. He organized a media day for high school baseball in the state of Indiana. And I thought that was one of the coolest things that my man has done, because like we need more coverage here in the great state of Indiana for the baseball teams down there. So shout out to DC. I think I'm seeing him tomorrow. I've been bugging DC all week, like, hey man, hang out with me. Like, don't make sure I don't end up lost, or like, I end up at the wrong hotel.
Imagine.
I'm like I'm like a child. You need to make sure I'm safe. And he's like, to his credit, he's like, I got you, man. He's like, I got you. So
yeah,
me and DC are gonna hang out and make some content and make some memories.
A lot of the wrestling world will be in Indiana this weekend for the expo. I am incredibly jealous. I'm excited for you. I think you're going to have a lot of fun and do a lot of cool shit, but I am jealous that I will not be a part of it. A lot of our friends are going. There's a lot of good pro wrestlers that hopefully you'll be able to
admittedly, like, it kind of like it was kind of not last minute, but I wasn't really planning on going because I had I coach Little League Baseball and that starts, but it's not starting this weekend. And I was like, I was like, Mrs. Pluggo, hey, sweetie babe, can I go to Indianapolis? And of course, she was like, please leave me alone, get away from me.
100%.
Yeah. And I was like, all right. So I'll be at the Squared Circle Expo this weekend down in Indianapolis. So if you happen to stumble across this podcast and you see me, come say hi. I haven't decided what I'm going to wear yet, but I'll probably be wearing a hat and some kind of combination of this.
Forrest, I don't know if you heard, but the Red Sox are going 162-0. So
yeah,
it doesn't really,
When do the Mariners play? If DC's still in the chat, the Mariners, that's his squad.
It's probably either later tonight or tomorrow. Were you crinkling something? Something?
I was moving my my lighting setup. So my lighting setup, it's broken, and I used the box for the microphone and some books, and it's like sitting there, and it was starting to get close to the computer. Scott said, "Wear a Patriots cap."
Not a bad choice. I saw the Celtics hat in there. That wouldn't be a bad choice either. In Indiana, tell them to go fuck themselves.
I just bought a new Cubs hat and a Miami Marlins batting practice hat. They were on like super dirt cheap clearance. There was a Patriots Super Bowl fitted cap.
No.
I opted for the Cubs because I was like, so we'll see. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
I still haven't found a good Red Sox hat that I like for cheap.
I was going to say, we have plenty of good hats.
Well, and now I can't get the one you're wearing because then if we wear it together, that'll just be weird.
It is a great hat, though.
It is.
I like
it's my favorite.
This is a great one. I do like the traditional, just navy blue with the red B. Like that's just a great.
Sure.
It's a great look.
But yeah,
they have some gray ones that are nice, like gray hats with the red B. Like they used to wear them on the road sometimes.
Yeah, but full disclosure, I also had to do some laundry, so I had something to pick out to wear tomorrow. So we'll see what combination I come up with.
No, it should be fun. You're gonna have a good time. There you
where
go.
do you want to
Monty says I just need to move next door so Mrs. Pluggo and I can have shenanigans.
Listen. She would absolutely adore that. Shoot, she'd probably fly up to see you. Mrs. Pluggo loves herself some shenanigans, especially with you. You are her favorite. She tells me all the time, and I'm like, come on. Like, I'm right here, you know?
There we go. Let me tell you. The Final Four is happening right now. I know you don't root for
not the Final Four, the Sweet 16.
The Sweet 16, yes, but March Madness is continuing. The game later on tonight that'll be starting probably in the second half of the show. Duke and St. John's. That's going to be a doozy.
That'll be a good one. But yeah, whoever Michigan's playing, I'll just root for whoever's.
Well, Purdue's playing Texas currently.
Oh,
Purdue has
go Texas. Have you been watching?
I have Purdue winning it's been a good tournament.
So Saturday night, I was at a buddy's house and we turned on the Texas game, the Texas Gonzaga game. Yeah. They got a dude on that team whose hairline, Texas, whose hairline starts like halfway up his head. It's like, let it go, man. Just let it go.
Oh, it's tomorrow, Scott? I thought I just saw a preview. Yeah. Well, they got taken out, but that St. Louis squad, they had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah. He's a former Indiana State.
Is he?
Legend. He transferred because the coach for Indiana State last year left to go to St. Louis, and Robbie.
And he went with him.
So I was watching as I was doing some work yesterday. I turned on Division II's tournament just to have background noise. I was like, let me turn on something that I absolutely will not lock in on so I can get work done. Mm-hmm. And the Oklahoma Baptist College has a dude that looks like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
But he's bigger. He's like 7'2", 370. And he was just like, they were up 20, so they were letting the dude just run. And he's just setting these screens, and then it's but he's like a gentle giant. They were like the sweetest screens of all time. They ended up, I was like, this guy, I can't remember what his name is, but if I have to look up the roster and I know exactly who it was. That's my dude now. Girls weekend in Seattle. Auntie, start hitting up Mrs. Pluggo and planning it. I'll allow it. I don't care. She can go do whatever she wants.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. All right. So St. John's okay, I get it. So tonight we have Texas and Purdue going on now. We have Iowa and Nebraska happening now. And then later on tonight we have Arizona and Arkansas. That'll be good. Calipari and Arizona. That's a good game. And then we have Houston and Illinois.
Yeah, they got A-Cuff.
Yeah, A-Cuff's really good. Yeah.
The Sweet 16 tonight, tomorrow night. I think that'll be cool too, being at a hotel at the Wyndham. And then sneaking over to the hotel bar and watching a game or so. Maybe, Dennis Robbins just hanging out. I'm like, sup? What's up, Worm? And he's like, Pluggo. And I'm like, oh, we become super best friends.
Maybe. Yeah. That'd be a thing. He's a soon to be WWE Hall of Famer.
What if I just obviously it'll never happen. We just hit it off. We're just he's like, this guy gets me. And I'm like, I get you. And we just I'm never coming home.
He's an eclectic fella. He's an
eclectic fella. He's my. I don't think he'd appreciate that if I said, "Hey, you're my second favorite basketball player of all time." I don't think that would be my opener.
No, I think you would.
Although, if I did say that, I guarantee the follow up would be, "Who's your first?" So I know I'd at least get a second interaction with him.
And then you'd be like Akeem the Dream.
Right.
Because he might say, he was tough to play against. He was.
You see? Because now, because if you go up to these and you're like, you're my favorite wrestler of all time, you're my favorite basketball player of all time, everybody says that to these people. But if you go, you're my second, and I'm honest, it's the truth. He's number 2.
Where does that end though? If I ran into whoever, and I was like, you know what? You're my 9th favorite basketball player of all time.
See, that depends.
You're my 9th. You're top 10, bro.
That depends, right? Because that one, I don't think you would get a genuine response of oh yeah, I'm your 9th. I think you'd get a head nod, but then that guy or girl would noodle about it. Who's the 8 ahead of me?
And I would tell him. I'd rank him, and he'd be like, all right, that's fair.
And then I know. Maybe they'd see you lap the convention and go, hey, you, this has been bugging me for the last hour.
Then I've won.
Yeah.
I've won. I've succeeded in everything because they need to be humbled. So.
And then maybe he'd be like, "What did I need to do to be number one?" And I'd be like, "You should have joined the Houston Rockets."
And I would be like, "You didn't play for the Celtics, so that's how it goes."
Yeah. So maybe that would work out, but we'll see. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, by the way, huge storm happening right now. There's thunder.
I heard that.
So if we lose power,
that was thunder. That was thunder right there.
Yeah.
I heard that cleanly.
Big storm coming through today.
Wow.
Because it went from 40 to 70 and it's dropping. So that's
wow. So there's a chance I might have to wing this.
You might, but I'm hopeful.
What the hell, that happened to me on Dynamite Up last night. Jose lost internet and I had to wing it.
Oh.
So your internet better stay strong.
I'm not worried about the internet. I'm worried about the power, because if the power goes, the internet's gone too.
What's up, Fernando? We've been just chatting some Sweet 16, some baseball. Roman Anthony going to win the MVP, obviously. First pitch of the season, base hit up the middle, stud muffin. He had a huge ABS challenge that led to 2 more runs because he's a genius. He's a savant. He's a savant. What can I say?
The ABS challenge.
Crochet was a stud. No, Chapman got a save, shut him out, 3-0. Please.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how your Red Sox do. It'll be a good one. You guys should have a decent season. Where do you want to start in the week of wrestling? It was a weird week of professional wrestling, in my opinion. It was
in Boston.
It was very this week.
Yeah, Raw was in Boston. I thought
you didn't go.
No, I didn't go. I wasn't going to pay $900 for a bleacher seat in the balcony. They were like,
"You're good for it."
I had been about a day. Most of Sunday and all of Monday, I had been contemplating. I know our pal Jimmy from the Q. He put on Twitter. He was like, "I bought a ticket." He's like, He said something along the lines like, he said something on Twitter like, "I'm always going to be poor, but like, I got to be there. I got to be there." And I was going through the same thing, and I was like, I can't justify spending that just to go to Raw. Don't get me wrong, I thought it was a pretty decent show, but I mean, it wasn't anything that I thought. I think you're going to say something. I will say, how the fuck is Jey Uso the most compelling part of the main event of WrestleMania? He's good again. It's like, oh, this is the Jey that made him a star. This Jey, what the hell? He's the best part of this whole story. Is Jey Uso,
which he doesn't. And the thing is, he doesn't even need to be a part of the story. He's the funnier part about that. But
I care more about Punk's relationships with the Usos and how that's going to play out than I do about. I'm excited about the match. I'm in on the match.
Yeah.
But I care more about the other stuff now than I do. And I liked how it was Jey that was shot calling. He was telling Roman, you know what to do it. And I like how it was Jey Uso who made Roman finally snap and be like, okay, it was Jey.
Maybe that's why Jimmy didn't show up at the baseball game.
I don't know.
I want to hang out with you.
And that, I don't know.
Jizz, huh?
Oh well, geez, huh? What the hell?
Oil and jizz.
What was that about?
I don't know, but I can't remember if ever. And I've been watching wrestling.
No,
no one's ever said.
No
jizz.
One's ever said that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No one. Honestly, I think in any company I've ever watched, I've ever heard say that. That has never been said.
And I also want to preface that by saying I'm seeing a glaring difference in how they're allowing the women's storylines to be told in the title pictures. Roman and Punk could just fly off the cuff and say whatever you want. And Becky and AJ were like, "You're a big dope." And I'm like, let them off the leash, man. Let them really sink into something, because it feels kind of forced.
It's fair.
I got Punk out here talking about jizz and oils and dead dads, and yeah, the rest of the feuds, they're like, oh, golly gosh, I don't like you.
Well, it's Roman Reigns and CM Punk. They probably have
I
different rules.
I understand that, but that would go a super duper duper long way of making this run to WrestleMania more compelling. And I'm not saying everybody needs to be talking about oil and jizz, but let them also sink their teeth into something more compelling than what they've been given.
Yeah, I agree.
And yeah, congratulations to Dennis Rodman, future WWE Hall of Famer, a couple weeks here.
Yep. Pluggo's going to meet him tomorrow. So
probably not.
You're gonna walk by. You're gonna be like, Worm.
I might walk by and I might give him the old, if he sees me, I might give him the old, like respect nod and say, "You the man, Dennis." But I don't know if because I also, in those situations, like, I also think about it like people paid $100 and they line, it's a line of people. I don't want to take away from those people that paid their hard-earned money. So I try to be in those photo op lines. I try to be as like respectful as possible.
Yeah,
where I
fair.
just, hey, sup, Dennis.
That's fair.
Remember that time you married yourself, my guy? Remember that time you wrote 2 books that I owned at one point in my life?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I almost bought them again this week.
Scott, we are in the year of 2026. That is most certainly not true. But
what? What did he say? Oh, he'll be the one wearing the dress?
Yeah, he wore the wedding dress. I know what I know the joke he's trying to say, but I'm saying the'll be probably a bunch
I wonder what he's gonna. I wonder he'll probably wear.
I think he's probably just gonna wear. You think? Yeah, I would wear an NWO t-shirt and
Yeah, so that way you could tie it into the.
Or he could just be Dennis Rodman and wear I don't think he's gonna wear anything insane, but he could wear some whatever leather.
He's only going to be there Friday night, so he's like, I got to get in, get out of here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, they did announce that. What do they call it? Is it the Legacy Award or a Legacy something? But Sid Vicious.
Oh,
Psycho Sid Justice.
Sid. I would have told you he was already in. If you would have asked me, I'd have been like, he was already in. What are you talking about?
He's getting in. It's a shame he didn't go in when he was obviously alive. That would have been nice. But yeah, long over.
Clothes. He'll probably wear clothes.
I would think.
See, Grainmaker, I don't undersell your dad jokes like you did on mine on Slack the other day.
Listen, they're not all winners, Plugger.
They are. Clothes, clothes don't have gender. You can wear whatever you want.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's Listen, I didn't hate it when he did it back in, was it like 99 or something? I was like, hey, that's Dennis. I understood him. I got it.
100%.
Sid Vicious, he's another one of those guys. I'm glad he's in. I got a question for you. They also announced this week, would you spend $12,000 to take a bus ride to 1 or 2 Las Vegas landmarks on the Cody Road Wheatley vodka bus?
With Cody.
Would you do that? Would you?
I need to know. Are we drinking? We having coffee?
I listen, for $12,000, you better have a Wheatley, whatever the vodka, what is it? A mule? Can you get it? He does the mule.
I like the mule. I had a mule for dinner last night.
A screw? Can I get a screwdriver? Just orange juice and vodka.
Bro, what are you fucking 22? I was gonna say 15, but that's illegal. What are you, 14?
15. Break my mom's liquor cabinet.
No offense. Liquor, delicious. But if you, what are you? Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you sneaking into the liquor cabinet when you're 14 years old? Screwdriver. The hell is that? Anyway. Huh?
Just putting it in a Gatorade bottle.
Whatever.
Just at school,
like water glass, like a little.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, we did that. You would buy the Snapple iced tea.
Yeah.
Just little boop, boop,
and then when Simply Orange Juice came thing, you just put it in that.
Yeah.
Drew's in the chat. We haven't seen Drew.
Yeah.
We miss you, Drew. I love you. Miss you. He said for $12,000, you better be a free case of that shit.
Listen, for $12,000, there's a few things I better be.
My favorite wording on the listing was 1 to 2 Las Vegas landmarks. Like,
well, what if the first one's just so good?
But what I'm saying is, what if they don't give you the second one? Why even, like, we just decided to hit up the strip. We're not going to go to, like, it's like, no, just give me 2 for $12,000. You could make, I don't know how big Vegas is, but I'm sure we could hit 2 landmarks in that.
But it's also like, what do they consider landmarks? Like, where are we going?
The fake Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, like, what are the landmarks?
The fake, the small.
And we're in the bus, so everybody's gonna see the bus, and there's gonna be swarms of people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Give them 100 milligrams and a cardboard cutout of Cody.
Speaking of milligrams, Auntie Collins told me. I think the other day she, no,
I don't know you.
Have you ever dabbled in the edible?
My mom watches this show, so no, I have not.
Fair.
Not ever. Yes, I have.
100 milligrams.
I just said I drink screwdrivers.
Yeah, well, I would hope you're
100
that would mess you up. I think that you would be in trouble. That would be oh God, Pluggo's in trouble. We got to get him out of here type situation. Would it not? Would it not?
I would think so. Let's just say the last time I dabbled, 10 was more than enough to, like, just chill me out for the night to watch some TV. But
Graymaker's asking the important questions.
My mom, fun fact, Mama Pluggo watches everything. She tells me, this is what she tells me. She calls me on the phone.
She critiques?
And yeah, 100%. And she goes, I watched what you did today. I have no idea what you're talking about. Why do you move so much?
Why do you move so much?
Yeah, because I'm always like, she's like, why don't you just, I said, because that's how I roll. I'm eccentric. I'm like, I'm the Dennis Rodman of this shit.
Well, yes, I am the Michael Jordan. I am the Michael Jordan. Let's be real.
She's like, you're always yelling. Why did you dump beer on your head the other day?
Wait, you dumped beer on your head?
Yeah, I did. Do you even pay attention to my socials, bro? No, I did the Austin 316 with a couple of non-alcoholics, and she's just like, you move too much. And I'm like, what am I supposed to be like? Hello, welcome to Pluggo's channel, and then welcome to Beards. No, I get into it. Right. So yeah,
I respect it.
I wonders if she'll make so many jokes about the hug. Yeah, she watches for exposure. It gets real raunchy over there at times.
So the other day, I get a message from Auntie Collins, and she goes, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" She goes, "So I accidentally think I took an edible instead of a multivitamin this morning."
Nice. Okay.
And I said, "Oh, really?" I said, "And I assume you're at work." And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I will need a minute by minute telling of this." Next time on a coast to coast or something.
Dude. Can I come by just for the? Can I pop in just for the breakdown?
Yeah, I need it.
I just want to sit there.
I don't care. I don't care if that's the whole show. I don't care if that's the whole
show.
She
tells the story, and then I won't even say a word. I'll just be so excited.
Yeah.
The reason I don't dabble too much in that aspect is I have kids, and not that I think that anybody that does that it's just for me. Like, I can't function properly, and then like I would just be so like, they know. I'd be like, they know. They're like, Dad, why do you have gummy bears?
Isn't that how you were like when you did it? Like, and you would have to like walk by your parents. Like you were at a party and you dabbled in high school or something like that, and then you're like, oh shit, my parents are gonna be up when I walk in the door. I gotta play it cool.
Honestly, I never really messed around with it in high school. A little bit.
Loser. What a loser. Yeah. What a nerd.
Like a little bit here and there, not enough to like set off the bells. My mom will probably be like, "We knew, you loser."
They always a newsflash to all of us. Our parents knew. Our parents, right? 100% they knew.
But I was more of a when I got out of high school and whatnot type deal.
Fair.
But I was a good kid. No, I wasn't a good kid. But
no, you weren't.
I would say I never caused like trouble, like massive legal troubles, but I was a pain in the ass.
All right. Fair.
Could you imagine how I am now at 16?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Just a nut nuisance. Just
yeah.
Living my best life.
I mean, listen.
My Terrell Davis Broncos jersey that I got from JCPenney.
Auntie says her dogs know when she does it.
Right. So that's what I'm always like, because I'm not perfect, right? And P.S. I'm not perfect.
Nobody is.
I have been not a long time. Like, you have to understand, my oldest is going to be 18 in a few months, right? So like, but like early on when I was a young, dumb, fresh start, I'd be like, I think they know. So I can't do this. Like, I got it. So it just doesn't come up very often. But dude, on that hundo, Auntie, you're a trooper, man.
That's about the time. Well, I'd say probably a year or two after that, but that's probably the time. But then I was just in high school. I did it at parties, and then it was just kind of, I didn't do it, and then now it's everywhere. If you live in Indiana, it's still illegal.
I still live in the state that it's illegal.
If you live in a state where it's legal, it's like on radio. It's everywhere.
But even it be illegal here. Delta 9 is the thing. Like, when we went to Indianapolis for the Rumble, like you even said, smells like, and we have those Delta 9 fake weed shops up everywhere. So it's only a matter of time before it becomes legal here. Maybe that was part of it too. It was harder to get in high school and things like that. But then when I got older, Auntie said she 100 milligrams in a
that's right. See?
For 12 G's, man, you could go right on the Wheatley vodka bus. They are selling the farm.
They sure
in
are.
WWE, trying to make this money back, man.
They sure are.
Like, and I can't say that I blame them. And if people are willing to spend it, by all means, spend it. Like, I'm not knocking their hustle.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like, I don't know what's next. What's the next experience they're giving out?
Yeah. How about this? Earlier today, so we talked about Sid going into the Hall of Fame. We mentioned Dennis Rodman going to the Hall of Fame.
Well, before you make that point, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, comment. In the comments, I want you to give me your most wacky experience that you would pay for, if like WWE, like hanging out with R-Truth at like a Costco or something. But go on. Earlier today,
I was going to say earlier today, the Legacy class of 2026 got another member, because Triple H announced that Bad News Brown is going into the Hall of Fame. Now, I know you started watching wrestling around the Attitude Era.
Sure.
Did you ever go back and watch? So I started watching in the early, like 92, 93.
Yeah.
And he wasn't around, I think, at the time, but I would rent the old tapes, and he was, I remember he won the Battle Royal at one of the WrestleManias, and then Bret Hart turned babyface by breaking the trophy, because they had like an arrangement where they were working together, and then they were working together in the Rumble, and they were eliminating dudes. Yeah. It wasn't a Rumble, it was a Battle Royal, and they were eliminating dudes. And then Bad News Brown didn't turn, but he eliminated Bret Hart like immediately, like, you know what I mean? Did one of those things.
Yeah,
and he won the Battle Royal, and then Bret Hart got in the ring and destroyed the trophy, and that was like Bret Hart turning into the babyface Bret Hart that we grew into, like IC champ, world champ kind of.
I was just saying, no, I had no idea who that was.
At WrestleMania 6, he fought Roddy Piper, and Roddy Piper did half.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that didn't age well at all.
No, I don't think it aged perfectly at the time.
It was rough at the time.
But I was like 4, so I had no idea. But
it was definitely rough at the time.
Yeah, Bad News Brown. So he's in the Legacy class as well. I like Bad News. Just a good bad guy. Just a great bad guy back there.
I don't remember him. I just was looking at his. I just looked him up, and I was like, I don't remember that guy at all. I have to go back. I've forgotten so many things, though.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. But yes, he was announced as well today, so that's good.
And by the way, I did see that they announced this week, or they've already announced it, but I just saw the promotion for it as I was watching wrestling, that this Hall of Fame induction is at 9 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, it's at midnight Eastern time.
Gross. Yeah. Is that being aired somewhere?
I think it's going to be.
Where are they going to air it?
Where'd they air it last year?
Well, last year they were
on SmackDown.
It was but the SmackDown was on the USA Network, so it was it after SmackDown. I don't even remember. They were on Peacock then. Could they have done I don't remember what they did.
Yeah, could they do it on Netflix or YouTube? It's going to be on Peacock. No, but they're done with Peacock now, though.
Yeah, they're done with Peacock.
Except
so
NXT.
would it? Nope. NXT's done with Peacock.
Oh yeah, that's on YouTube now, right?
Everything's on YouTube now.
Yeah, so they're done. So it has to. Could it be on YouTube?
Could be on YouTube. Maybe I don't think ESPN would run it. Maybe I don't know.
No.
And that's oh yeah. By the way, are you? Do you pay for the ESPN the $30 to get the pay-per-views?
No, I get it free
through.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say, how mad am I that I pay for that? But like I said, I also pay for the whole bundle, so it's not much more. But that they're giving away the first hour some Saturday and Sunday night. Sure. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty. I mean, listen.
25% of the one thing that if I'm a wrestling fan is getting given away for free.
Yeah, but then they don't. But they're gonna see.
I get it, but the point I'm trying to make is like, come on, that should be the one that you don't give away for free. It's WrestleMania.
I don't debate. I feel like they should have ran one of the B-level ones like on the whole night on ESPN. Like on
they should have tried that and been like, here's Elimination Chamber for free.
Why not?
Sign up.
Like that. Yeah,
if you sign up today, you get the chamber for free, and we'll bill you for something. But whatever.
Agreed.
I digress. I was just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
free out. Then but that also means two things. They're not going to put anything monumentally crazy on those first 2 hours because they're free, or would they?
No,
because
they
it's
will.
on ESPN.
Yeah, they're going to put.
Will they front load WrestleMania?
They're not going to front load it, but they're going to give them. Listen, an hour's worth of WrestleMania will be what? 2 matches, maybe 3 matches, 2.
It depends. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends with entrances, ads, and the bullshit they do now. It might be 2 matches. If they're doing 7 matches a night, it could be 2 matches. And my thought process is they'll put one of the title,
Yeah.
They'll put the Rhea Jade match on night 2 to open, or they'll put they're gonna put one big match. They're not gonna do any of
Are they gonna allow oil and jizz talk on ESPN?
No, I don't think so. Maybe oil talk, maybe.
Good afternoon, Jets. Dan Brock. What part of the country are you in right now, Dan? That it's afternoon, brother.
Listen, don't insult Dan.
I'm not, because he's a comedian who travels, JPJ. He could be in California right now, which technically that would be like afternoonish.
Sure.
Yeah, no, that's not a slight. That means Dan's moving up in the world. Before you know it, he's going to forget about us. I hope not. We love him. And then, just in Cleveland. Oh, fair enough.
See?
Go Guardians.
But it could be his. No. What?
What are you, anti-Cleveland Guardians?
No, I like J-Ram a lot.
What, am I not allowed to shout out the Cleveland Guardians?
I mean, you can, I guess. I don't know. I don't root for him.
You just got really offended when I said go Guardians to Dan, our resident Cleveland sports fan.
It's nothing against Dan. I love Dan, but I root for 2 teams, Pluggo. I root for the Boston Red Sox and whoever's playing the Yanks.
Speaking of that, I know that we already talked. I know we already talked a little baseball, so I'll tie this baseball question into wrestling because we love her very much. But did you and Ella J just stop being friends last night?
No.
I saw that, and I was like, wait a minute. We all work together. We love Ella J.
That was all a misunderstanding.
She's rooting for the Yankees, and all of a sudden the friendships are coming into question.
When you live, she had so many choices. When you live in Buffalo, yeah, you're in New York. I get it, but couldn't they have? Couldn't her and Jose, 2 people I adore, I like? Couldn't they have just became Blue Jays? You're right there. You'd still be a division foe, but I wouldn't care enough about your team to hate you.
The Mets are an option.
Jays. Yeah, Mets don't matter. You have to pick the one team that's disgusting. What's wrong? That's not on me, Pluggo. That's on them.
Listen, I saw it come across the way, and
they made that choice. That was a choice.
I almost chimed in, but I wanted you 2 to work it out on your own.
I did. I said that better not be true, and she laughed, which means it isn't. That's how I took
it. Or
it.
maybe she laughed and went, "We were never friends to begin with." You don't know.
Yeah.
She's a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
You can't trust him.
But my thing is, so like Drew just said, him and I did a podcast for years, and he's a Yankee fan, but he grew up in New York City. So I understand him being a Yankee fan. When you're in Buffalo, that's far enough from New York City that you chose to. That was a choice. You could have voted. You were right there with Toronto, like you said. The Mets are in New York too. You could root for the Mets. You had choices, and you chose the Yankees. That's on you guys.
Growing up, Auntie, the Ken Griffey Jr. was my second favorite baseball player of all time.
Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr., the coolest baseball player.
Sammy Sosa was my first. Obviously,
well, at least one of those two guys isn't a cheater.
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, now listen. I don't know if Griffey was or wasn't. Everybody, in my opinion, everyone in that era was cheating in some way or shape.
I don't know. We'll see.
And listen, I will say this: if they weren't cheating, they weren't talking, they weren't saying anything, so they're cheaters by association.
Yeah, because they were saving baseball.
Yeah,
those two cheaters were saving. Well, Griffey was actually the third person in that he tailed off after the All-Star, but at the All-Star break, Griffey was like all three of them were. They had
for sure.
And then he tailed off. But I loved Ken Griffey Jr. He was the coolest. He still is the coolest baseball player to ever live. He was unbelievable. If he didn't, I firmly believe if he didn't leave Seattle to go to Cincinnati, he would have hit like 800 homers. I think he would have hit like 800 career homers. He would have been the guy. He would have been the guy.
He just kept getting hurt in Cincinnati.
Yeah, it was brutal. He just had bad luck the second he left. But I love that. I rooted for the Red Sox clearly, but I love that Mariners team. Jay Buhner, Edgar Martinez, Tino Martinez before he went to the Yankees and became a repulsive piece of trash. Joey Cora. They had Randy Johnson. Remember Norm Charlton?
Remember Shave Your Head like Jay Buhner Day?
Yeah, and he had Jay Buhner had the original Stone Cold look. He rocked that Stone Cold look before he even became. Yeah, he's talking about Randy Johnson. He is a media photographer. You know who else is a media photographer? Caitlin Clark. I'm seeing her out there shooting NBA games. You see this?
Good for her. She was doing that work until they ended that lockout the other day.
Damn right.
Now they're ramping up to the
league minimum's like over 300K now or something like that.
Yeah, they ramped it up, and now the maximum can be.
It's like the maximums went up. Everything went up.
Everything went up. So like they're not getting the money that Angel Reese wanted, but they're getting much better pay bumps and a lot of things, and they didn't they didn't lose housing and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. And then the expansion draft is soon. So let's go Fever. I think the Fever are safe. I think they're going to keep Caitlin Clark.
I'm still shocked that Boston does not have a team. Baffles me.
Well, they were on the list, and then they gave it to somebody
Whoever
else.
paid the most money, probably.
Oh, yeah.
But
in that league, you give it to whoever pays.
You have because there's a Connecticut team. You put a Boston team in there. There's that natural rivalry of Boston and Connecticut. There's obviously the New York.
Yeah, but there's rumors that Connecticut, that's the team that would be moving, and they wanted to move them to Boston. But
that would make the most sense. It's a couple hours. It's right there.
Well, the reason it's in Connecticut is because the Yukon Huskies are so big.
All right.
But no, but they don't draw very well.
Yeah, because everyone in Connecticut only cares about the Yukon Huskies because they actually win shit.
Exactly.
Although the Connecticut Sun, I think, has won championships.
Sure.
Not recently, but I think they have.
I couldn't quite sure.
But yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
You want to talk about something that baffles you? Can we talk about this Soul and Zarya?
We can talk
thing?
about whatever. Yeah, Zarya's right.
Can we talk about? We can listen. First of all, we can talk about how NXT was a hard watch Tuesday. We could talk about the.
I only saw clips.
Yeah, it was a hard watch as I was getting ready for Quizplex. It was not their best showing, but I don't believe for 1 second that Sol Ruca is upset at all.
She's not.
She's not selling it well. So if we're talking about it strictly in a kayfabe sense, she don't look believable. She's getting booed. They are. I know they want to make Sol Ruca this baby face because John Cena's last match, yada yada yada, that whole thing.
Yep.
She showed out.
Mm-hmm.
You better steer. I was saying it forever that Soul needed to be the one that turned.
Yep.
They turned Zarya, and Zarya has looked like the winner in all of this. Called Sports Corners in the house. What's up, buddy?
Yo.
That stud. Go follow Call Sports Corner. He's an alright guy.
Yeah, you should be doing that.
He's going to be at WrestleCon this year because he's actually Hornswoggle.
Really? I didn't know that.
Hi, buddy.
Good for him.
He's going to be so pissed. I texted him on St. Patrick's Day and said, I know you're busy today, bud, but I love you. Have a great day.
That's fair. That's nice. That's nice.
He looks like Hornswoggle. It's not even because they kind of have similar features. But anyway, yeah, like, you're trying to tell me that Zarya is the problem here?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even saying that Soul's the problem. I don't even think what she said was necessarily wrong. I just don't believe what she's saying. And I don't think she believes it. And I think when they started booing her,
she got rattled.
I don't think she expected it, and it came off super awkward for both of them because I don't think Zarya expected to be cheered. And it's weird that happened in that arena because those are the week in and week out NXT faithful. You know, we've had Najee on. Those people, they go there. That's what they do. It's usually the same group of people. I'm surprised they didn't help them out in that situation, but they spoke loud and clear and said, we want you to flip this. Now I wonder if they will.
I would think that Sol Ruca has to be main roster. I mean, right?
Sure.
They're doing this, and then she goes up. I would think. So is it just something that is it worth going? Because the pay-per-view is what, next Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday. But so
it's not worth it, right? Just have her lose.
But that's a bigger discussion as to why you didn't make the turn.
Yeah.
And make it with Soul. And then back. Why did you wait till here? Yeah. Thought you had a plan figured out, and it looks like it. And they could rebound it, but there's only one more NXT before Stand and Deliver. So I mean, what more can they do on the go? So I don't know, but it was just like, man, I think they messed up what was a surefire, no-brainer.
Yeah.
Like, you put the title on Soul and have Zarya take it off of her as Soul takes her swan song up to the main roster on that Raw or SmackDown after Mania. And they threw that thing through the shredder on Tuesday, man.
Yeah, the crowd was really not having it for Soul. That was I understand why. I didn't expect them to be that vocal about it, though, because they've loved Soul. Like, Soul's been a fan favorite, like a big one. Like, it's been pretty, she's been one of the big-time fan favorites there forever. And now everyone is like, nah, man. We want we like Zarya. We think she's right here.
I didn't even think either one of them was right or wrong. I think they both made excellent points. I think I think Sol Ruca clearly was she had peaked before Zarya and was getting opportunities. I think Zarya was, I think a lot, what they said was right. I think it was just I think they needed to flip it.
Yeah. You'd have Zarya wins this match, right?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. Now I'm even more confused as the Soul should win. If Soul wins the match, she's got to do some heelish shit. She's got to do that like Cody with Randy, where he started that was that King of the Ring, where he's really laying it in on him and do some and do it that way if she's gonna win. So if Zarya pulls it off, but then what?
I don't know.
We've already seen Zarya and Jason Jane.
Yeah. Well, we haven't talked about it, but what'd you think about Cody Rhodes killing Matt Cardona? Not Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. My bad.
Killing Matt Cardona?
Yeah, last Friday on SmackDown, he killed him. He brutally beat him up. Cody's, one of Cody's best friends.
Yeah,
how'd that make you feel?
I love Matt Cardona.
So don't I.
So, not great. We love Chelsea Green here at Love Wrestling. Not great. But is that a Randy move? Randy move, 100%. But again, I think in the same sense that I think they're doing this heel shit with Randy, and that they realize that people are kind of off of Cody right now, so let's try to get some cheap heat by beating up one of Cody's friends. Who was on that phone? I still don't know who's on that phone.
Do you have a guess?
I mean, Ted DiBiase Jr. was just acquitted on all charges.
Stop that. Stop that. You cut that out.
I hope that that's not the truth, the case. I don't know. I couldn't because he said there's more than one royal family. So Cody's the family. Randy's got his dad. I mean, Cowboy Bob.
Could it be Bob?
Is Bob still putzing around these? He used to wrestle. We used to have this at our single A baseball stadium. It used to be called Kovaleski Stadium. We used to call it Clash at the Cove every summer. He wrestled every fucking one.
Bob?
For a long time. They do something different now. They stopped. I was gonna say they stopped doing it when the South Bend Cubs took over, and now it's swinging for the fences. Shout out RCW, they're coming back this year. That's where I messed with Jorge Bravo. But yeah, Cowboy Bob every fucking summer for like 30 years. It's just like, yep, I'm there. You ain't got to worry about it. I'm there. Richard Holiday wrestled at one of those too.
Richard Holiday should be signed. Dan and Scott are both saying they think it's The Rock.
See, now are we going to do this thing where we get ourselves all pumped up for being The Rock?
We do it every year.
We do it every year. The Rock.
Every year.
I don't Does The Rock make sense here?
I mean, I think,
or does he make more? Or does he make more sense? Because in the other title picture with the Samoan Dynasty and the trash talk of the dads and the, but yeah, he's still involved with Cody. But what benefit does that give Randy if it's The Rock? So what's the end game then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like that, if it's The Rock, cool. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled out all the stops at this WrestleMania, given all of the things that we've just talked about with sales and putting it on ESPN and yada yada. And I think they might pull out all the stops and go for it, but I just don't know why The Rock would align with Randy. What does Randy have to do with The Rock? Unless I missed something. I mean, Ric Flair, is he available? But I don't see how old ass Ric Flair would have anything to do with beating up on Cody Rhodes, because he's got a royal family. Maybe Charlotte Flair gets in the mix. I don't know. So yeah, I guess it could be The Rock. I mean, that one makes the most logical sense. Is there any other second generation superstars that I'm not thinking about that aren't on TV right now, that were not like prominently featured?
Kevin Owens?
If he's cleared,
I've seen his name thrown out there.
I wouldn't hate that.
Has history with both Cody and Randy.
Yeah.
I think Kevin, if we're doing something like, obviously he would have to be cleared, which I have not heard a peep that he is or would be at this point.
Well, I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to be cleared either, because Seth Rollins is still floating around here.
Yeah, and honestly, if this is an angle, like, obviously it could lead to a match, but this is not something that needs to lead to a match specifically.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's more of Randy trying to get somebody to screw over Cody.
Yeah. So I think if you're going like somebody coming back or a current person, I think Kevin Owens would make sense. I've seen his name floated about by a few people. But the big names that are getting thrown out are The Rock. I've seen Flair, and I've seen Cowboy Bob Orton. That would make sense, but I don't know. I don't know who else has been in Cody's. It's not going to be Dustin. But
the only reason, and I was just about to mention Dustin, the only reason I don't think it's going to be Dustin is because Randy said, he said there's more than one royal family. Dustin is implied into the Rhodes royal family.
That would make sense, right? So
Teddy Hart.
No, you stop that.
That's Pluggo? Dan. That's Dan, dude. Mrs. Pluggo, she's in the chat. Hi, honey. How are you? Love we were just talking about you. Auntie Collins wants to set up a girls' weekend in Seattle, so get your plane ticket ready and go hang out with Auntie Collins. Scott Flair's still under AEW contract, if that's true, whatever. I'm trying to, whatever, but So Randy's going to do this thing. He beat up Cody 2 weeks ago and beat him to a bloody pulp, and then he moved on to, Matt Cardona.
So who's next?
Brandy Rhodes.
Stop that.
No, and I don't mean beat her up.
You think he shows up at the house?
But that's I mean, like, okay, am I? No, yeah, exactly. Like don't beat up. You're not going to beat up Brandy, but they did it with Sammy and KO. Remember?
Yeah.
They did it with Sammy fucking Zayn and KO.
They showed him eating. He was eating outside when they were eating dinner.
Are you telling me Randy Orton isn't going to just show up at
the
Rhodes family compound?
They don't pull out the old home invasion angle anymore. Used to be
Brandy Rhodes goes full Pillman.
Yeah,
Pillman up.
Yeah, the home invasion. You love it. You love to see it.
Rainmaker's saying Teddy Hart with the cat.
Listen,
we got some Teddy Hart fans in the house. So
apparently, I don't think Teddy Hart's ever been mentioned ever on this show. He's got 2 mentions in the chat in the last 15 minutes.
That dude. No, and I get it. Yeah, I don't think but if you want to get it to a new personal level, Cody Rhodes is very trigger happy with family, right? Like that'll get him going. You start mentioning his wife and kids, and he'll.
Yeah.
It'll take 3 to 5 business days to get on a plane.
Yeah, it's rough. Shout out to all the TSA agents that are working without getting paid.
All right, well then you start driving. I'll be in Indy. You can go to Seattle. The kids, the big one can watch the little one. It's fine.
How long would it take? It would take days to get there.
To Seattle?
Yeah.
Via drive? It's.
Oh yeah.
I think it's 23 hours from here to Vegas. So Seattle, yeah.
Seattle's all the way.
Edmonton, funny enough, I did that just for shits and giggles once. It's 35-hour drive. So Seattle, yeah, probably about 30, I'd imagine.
Damn. What a time.
It's a jaunt. Yeah, I don't know where you go with it. The Cardona aspect of it, I guess that's cool. I feel bad for Cardona. Again, that he's just kind of he's in a
WrestleMania angle.
He's in an angle, but he's not, he's not doing much, but he's a pawn in the. So he'll get a match with Randy. Friday? Tomorrow they'll probably wrestle each other.
Yeah.
That's how that goes. So
yeah. I need to tell you this story that I saw today. It has to do with wrestling, but it's not really wrestling related. Okay. This came across my desk. And
you say that like somebody is like,
my desk.
Here's a Lou brought you this exclusive.
No, yes, not it was Lou. He was in his. He's like, look what I just found. I was like, oh shit! That's came across my desk. Okay, a former director of a daycare in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
You saw this? Okay.
But go on and tell the people. Yeah,
I will. A former director of a daycare in Brooklyn allegedly stole millions in tuition payments, which she used. This is how expensive WWE tickets are, that people are stooping to becoming felons because that's how we can afford to go to the shows. It's ridiculous. She stole millions in tuition payments, which she used for WWE tickets and expensive vacations, the United States Attorney's Office said on Wednesday. I'm not going to say her name, but her name's in the article. Was promoted to director of the German language immersion daycare in 2020 after previously serving blah, 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 don't care. She spent over $350,000 of the stolen funds on tickets to professional wrestling events.
It's a Teddy Hart move for sure.
It is. It does sound like a Teddy Hart move. The New York Times reported that an anonymous source familiar with the case said she treated her 3 children to outings at WWE events like Monday Night Raw and paid top dollar for deluxe packages to meet wrestlers. Prosecutors also said she spent over $600,000 on travel and entertainment, along with hundreds of thousands of dollars on luxury items, food delivery, and ride-sharing services.
All right, so if you know anything about
what a story,
well, first of all, you said millions of dollars, so let's say $2 million.
Yes,
that's like 4 daycare payments for a family of 6. So it's really not that many. She stole from like one family.
Yeah,
basically, I say this is the American daycare system.
Yeah, daycare is outrageous.
It's outrageous. 2, if this goes to a trial and goes through a court and they have to present evidence, those meet and greet photos are going to have to be presented into the evidence of like, I wonder what wrestler she went to meet with her kids.
We're gonna find out. She sounds like a real winner.
It's just like Cody Rhodes, and he's like, and you're like,
he didn't know he was doing.
No. But you're just like, oh, those are your favorite wrestlers.
Yeah,
you spent
I got no problem with Cody.
No, but some people do, right? Yeah. Some people like Cody, some people like Randy. I'm just saying, like, you're just like, you spent meet and greet money on that guy, and you could have gotten this guy instead or that girl instead. What are you doing?
It's true.
That's how that'll go in the internet wrestling community. Somebody's going to go, if some dweeb, I swear to God, will tweet out the phrase, you spent my kids' tuition money on a meet and greet with Sami Zayn when you could have, went with Randy Orton or something.
Yeah. And then you go, hey, buddy, pipe down. Nobody asked you for your opinion.
I mean, it's crappy that it happened 100%. I mean, I'm glad no one's like hurt. It's not like there's no victim in this crime, really. You just stole money in the sense.
Well, she stole payments, though.
But I'm saying at least it was she just stealing payments. It wasn't like she was a shitty daycare worker and the kids are affected.
Yeah.
No, I get it. That sucks. She paid top dollar.
Yeah.
She paid top dollar for meet and greets, floor seats, what events she went to. And then what else did she buy? Was that it? She was just like...
Yeah, it said vacations, food delivery, because Lord knows that's expensive as hell.
Blair can attest that, if you get two blizzards, delivered via DoorDash, that's $48.
Yeah. When I was a kid, a blizzard was like $5, bro.
But I'm saying it's still $5 on the app, but then the fees and the tip, and you're in you're in it like it's insane.
It's ridiculous.
I'm like, oh, 2 pizzas for $9.99. Why is it $73? Oh, hidden fees. But there's also going to be some dweeb that goes, I can't believe she stole money to go to WWE events. That she doesn't even like wrestling.
Yeah.
The sickos.
Should have went to AEW.
You should have went to AEW. How could you? Like when Kat Dennings was like, I like WWE, and that dweeb was like, if you want real wrestling, you gotta go to Wednesday nights. Man,
Kat Dennings could have been one of us in my life.
She could have been. She's like, she saw the writing on the wall.
She was in it.
And said,
yes, out. I mean, but that's how it goes because she went to one show, she had a great time, and she was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." She's like, "Let me throw on my social media how much I enjoyed myself." And one fucking nerd.
It was me.
Well, if you really like wrestling, and again, we are pro AEW. We're about to talk about him for a fucking hour, and like But like, oh, if you like real wrestling, you go to AEW, and immediately she was like, "Fuck pro wrestling."
She goes, "I'm out."
Not even, never going again. Never going again.
I wonder if that lady like, I wonder if she's more upset that she got caught, or more upset she can't afford to go to WWE.
Well, she's probably going to go to jail for a felony embezzlement. So she's probably upset she got.
Do you think as part of her plea agreement, she'll ask if, hey, can I at least get a TV that has WWE access? Because she'll be like, I met those guys.
Yeah, maybe. And then they'll be like, ma'am, you're going to jail.
Her punishment.
You're going to jail.
Her punishment is she can't watch WWE anymore.
Yeah.
Some people would say that's not a punishment. But
all right. Yeah, before we switch over to
she's super tribalistic, and they're like, the only thing you're allowed to watch is AEW Dynamite, sweetheart. And she's like, no.
I'd be like, that's all I would do. Oh, you're a big WWE fan? All right. Well, here's TNA.
Enjoy.
Yeah,
that's all you get.
Yeah, just get rid of the most here's AEW or here's
ESPN, your local indie. That's all you get. Which
exactly. Look at support indies.
But if you're tribalistic, again, preface that by saying some people clip that out. But if you're a tribalistic fan, that's your worst nightmare. I watch everything. Yeah. I was watching. Oh my God, I should have sent it to you. I still might send it to you. I fell down the rabbit hole before we talked Dynamite.
Yeah.
I stumbled across a trampoline backyard wrestling federation on TikTok.
Oh God! I can only
It's
imagine.
the wildest thing. They're like, tonight, Crimson versus Blade for the, and then they have like the really like 90s like butt rock promo. And it's amazing.
Hell yeah, that sounds right up my alley.
SRS today wrote that he's going to be part of WrestleMania.
So Fernando said, "Do you think Gunther is going to be kept out of Mania?"
Oh, that dude has nothing to do.
No, but I guess SRS in someone he said that he has WrestleMania plans.
I'm sure he does, but
I would hope. I
will say that I was also strolling TikTok today, and I wish I could give this person credit. They made an excellent point. They said this Gunther retiring people should not be his whole gimmick. It should just be like his side thing where it's like, oh, you're old and you want to put your career on the line? I'll definitely do that for you. But I also have these aspirations too because I am still in my prime.
Of course. 100%.
He should have. There's no reason that we should go 3 weeks without seeing Gunther unless he's on.
Oh, boy.
Unless he's on television.
Yeah.
Big
evening.
Big Willie Taylor says, evening, JPJ.
Evening. How are you?
Good. Listen, yesterday he tried to drive a wedge in between us, and I told him, I said, I do believe that you are better than me. You are the better of the two of us, and I'm okay with that.
That's not true at all.
Well, he was trying to say, like, what, Pluggo? Why don't you think I don't think I'm I don't think I'm bad, but I still think you're better than me.
We've been doing this for 5 years, buddy. There have been quite a few people that have tried to drive a wedge between us. The Rads, all the time.
Yeah, you're not original William Taylor. You're just the next one.
Listen, it's not my fault. They all like me, and for some reason they don't like you. I don't know why that is.
Well, just mad because you could tell the story of LPW without him.
Not anymore.
No, you still could.
Not anymore.
What have they done? One thing?
Last time I checked, they were the champs.
Yeah. He told me all about it last night.
Listen, you can have your grudges. You can have your grudges, but last time I checked, when he goes to bed tonight, he's got gold on his man.
See, and that's why they like you, because I at least understand. I at least know that Zoe came up with the idea. It wasn't even William's idea. Nate did the heavy lifting. William was just there. He's the kid that gets an A in the class project that didn't do anything. It's okay. I get it. I respect it. Don't knock the hustle. Whatever, man. But let's just admit who we are.
Well, anyway.
Listen, I have a list of wrestlers that I'm just not happy with this week, and he's definitely on it. He's made that list at least.
Well, I'm sure. I bet you he's honored to be on that list.
He's not at the top of it, but he's on it.
Who's on the top of it?
KJ Orson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on Darby, but KJ
we got to
Orson.
talk about AEW at some point. But
I mean, we will.
I saw the clip. I would be more angry at the big fella.
Oh, I'm mad at Sam Stackhouse too, but it was KJ Orso. See, KJ Orso orchestrated it all. He's the one that jumped him. Then Sam came out. Sam was feuding with KJ.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And we thought Sam was coming out to save Marco, and that wasn't the case. Marco's not. It's just us girls here, man. Let us know. Are you answering the call? April 4th?
I don't think he's had his last match the way that went down. It feels like he's got one more. He should have one more in him for some revenge. I don't know who he's going to bring as a friend though.
I mean,
because he's going to need backup if this.
Marco. Listen, I'll put it out right now. We'll clip this out. You need backup? Holler at your boy. I'll be there. I threw a guy out of a Royal Rumble once. I am a seasoned in-ring veteran. I threw a guy out and had a forefront to jump out and not get thrown out myself. So I've never technically been eliminated by another person.
There we go.
In my wrestling career. So if you need help with KJ Orso and Sam Stackhouse, call your boy. JPJ will manage us.
Oh, that'd be great.
Let's make it happen. Listen, we'll talk to Brett. We'll get out there. We got you. We got you.
I can 1,000% be a manager.
And we'll absolutely put in more work than William Taylor ever has.
All right.
Well, Dynamite.
Let it go.
Beginning.
Why you gotta do that?
Beginning.
Awesome.
Co-main events. Middle.
What?
Could have missed out. Could have left it.
No, I thought it was a good show all the way through. I don't think the main event should have main evented. Once you make the decision
Yeah.
You're putting Swerve and Kenny first. The women's title match should have main evented that show.
Why wasn't it Andrade? Because they kept saying it was Andrade versus Darby, but they kept putting up the Roosh graphic.
No, but it was Roosh, though.
No, I know, but Savani at least twice.
Did he?
At least twice was like, Andrade versus Darby Allin tonight in the main event. And I'm like, that's Roosh, bro. But
fair.
They've been slipping. Commentary's been a little mistakey the last couple of weeks. There's been a couple I'm like, man, are you guys all right over there?
Yeah. But Fernando says it in the chat. Swerve and Kenny Omega again.
Yeah.
Tremendous. They had that barn burner a month ago or 3 weeks ago. That was awesome. That main evented that Dynamite. Listen, we're not doing it. All right, we're talking about Dynamite.
He's the longest reigning champion of a belt that you're designed to cash in for the golden ticket, which is the top championship in LPW. And he chose to listen to Zoe and cash in on the tag titles because she's trying to keep you two down. But hey, you keep doing you, my guy. Hey, you're the Austin Theory of this shit. That's cool. Let's cash in on for the United States Championship when I have an opportunity to win the top prize, but I'm afraid to go out on my own and do my own thing. I'm not saying he's not a talented individual. I'm just saying, come on, bro. Dynamite, Kenny Omega, they kicked it off. And I have to say, I was shocked that they kicked it off with this match. Also, not shocked, but I didn't see any rundowns or anything yesterday, so I didn't know. When I kicked it on, I was like, oh, we're going to do this now. And Kenny Omega.
Oh, boy.
We haven't had a debate here since the Shawn Michaels Bret Hart debate. That
was in year one.
That was in year one. That was early.
Listen, since I know that I can have a conversation with Mr. William and his tag partner if needed, but I don't know if is this just a you and him thing, or is the team coming on? Am I moderating between the two of you?
It's just going to become a roast of white stained shirt William Taylor.
I would be the moderator. I would think. I will reach out because I can have a civil conversation.
I didn't know that was the thing that we needed to debate on.
Listen,
I am a master debater, though.
All right. Whoa. It's a PG show.
Is it? We talked about oil and jizz to start us off.
They did. Listen, we are covering the wrestling. That is
with oil and jizz. With oil and jizz, we're covering it all.
Don't do that. However,
go on.
So, yes, they decided to open with this. It was as good as you would expect with these two fellas. It was excellent. Last week we talked about, what if Swerve wins? He becomes, the EVP. That'd be a cool way with the Hangman situation to do that.
You said that.
Yeah, listen, I was trying to throw it out there. But I also said Kenny versus MJF in Canada made a lot of sense. Now, it was the right decision. I think Kenny Omega fighting for the world title feels good. It's been a while since he's been in the world title picture, actually fighting. It's been with the injury and him being out and coming back, it's been a while. It's in Canada. I don't think he's going to win. We'll talk about that more when we get closer and when we preview the show. But as I think MJF will win that match. But that was a great match with him and Swerve. I liked it even better than I liked the first one a few weeks ago. It was really good. I would have loved Swerve to win, but Kenny was the right choice.
Yeah, we could talk about that all day. Swerve, I thought, honestly, I didn't know what to think. I didn't necessarily, and I know there was a lot of people online that was like, Swerve's already an EVP. That was never on the line, guys. Relax. It was They were going to take the Bucks EVP, but I would have liked to see what Swerve and how would that even look like. But it was a good match. I'm like, what do we do with Swerve? What's next for old Swerve? Because that was his whole power play. He cut that amazing promo last week, and he just wanted power. And there's no other EVPs to go after right now.
Yeah.
How does he get the power? Does he just give up on the power?
No.
Does he involve himself with MJF and Kenny Omega in some way at Dynasty? But for what? But for what? I guess because he could just easily be like, "I got next."
Yeah, but I don't think he does though. And now that he lost this match, because they're clearly, and again, I don't want to jump. We can jump around Dynamite. Who gives a crap? But like the main event after Darby won that match, commentary. Oh, he's won 7 matches in a row. He's on a hot streak. He's going out. So to me,
yeah,
it seems like after.
Yeah, it seems like
it's going to be Darby and MJF at Double or Nothing.
If you're MJF, how pissed are you that you gave an undisclosed amount and they lost the match? Yeah, they beat up Darby Allin at the end of that show. They absolutely but he won the match, so the match winning means something at AEW. So him winning the match means more than he needed to lose, so then you could go, you lost.
Yeah.
If I'm MJF, I have a real beef with Don Callis on Wednesday, and I go, hey, bud, I need that $50,000 back.
Well, on top of that, there's a few members in the Don Callis family that have a beef with Don Callis, because Andrade, for the second week in a row, was showing his frustrations about doing business with MJF. And then earlier in the evening, Kyle Fletcher had a backstage interview where he said, I don't agree with us doing business with MJF. I think we should be trying to get the title back into the Don Callis family, and I'm the guy that should do it.
He's not wrong.
You have Fletcher and Andrade pissed at the boss because they want to be fighting for the world title, not working with the world champion. And then you have obviously the inner turmoil with, Okada and Takeshita, and him and Fletcher hugged it out with Proto Shida. And there's multiple things going on there. I continue to fall in love with Mark Davis. That pile driver hit on Darby fucking ruled. I just love that guy.
That was nasty.
Incredible.
Yeah.
But to me, so you asked about Swerve. Can I tell you? And again, I know we're jumping around. Kenny wins the match. Late, and then there's a promo segment with him and MJF, which I thought was actually one of Kenny's best I thought that was one of Kenny's best promos I've ever seen him cut.
I think he rallied it. It started off kind of sorry I smell. I was in a match.
Yeah, MJF was doing his normal. I think I counted how many times he said ever or never. I think it was 17 times. I could be wrong, but
No Hangman last night either.
No, I think he might not be around for a little bit. Taking some time off or something.
Honestly, probably even if he wasn't injured, I think it's because I think in character you need to go away for a few weeks or a month and be like, I had to go do some soul searching and figure out what my next move is because So
here's my thing. You ready for this? This is what I think Swerve does next. MJF comes out, he cuts his promo, he's ragging on Hangman, he's saying all this stuff, and he says, nobody is on the level of the devil. Kenny comes out, he cracks a couple of jokes with like you just said there. And he goes, and then he goes into the good part of the promo where he's talking about, the cleaner, all my iterations, people have called me the god of pro wrestling, but I've never called you the god of pro wrestling. Like, I've never called myself that.
I'm not corny enough to do that. Yeah, that's what he said.
You're the devil. Maybe I will for the God, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And he puts his hand out and he says, why don't we just make it official man-to-man dynasty? MJF accepts, but he, bows out of the handshake, typical dickhead fashion, MJF. Blah, blah. Later on in the evening, Omega is on the show for a third time in the back in Speedball. We love him.
Said he'd like a match if he wins it.
He said, I'm rooting for you to win it. I admire you. I'm rooting for you to win, A, because I admire you and I want you to win, and B, I would like to be the first challenger after you win it. And Omega goes, all right, you'll have first. If I win it, you'll have first one. And they shake hands and Speedball doesn't let go, and it led to like a little funny thing there. So what I think Swerve's going to do, and they've teased it, is I think the next thing Swerve does is he's going to turn Kevin Knight heel on Speedball. That's what I think he's going to do, and I could see him kind of creating like Scott said it. He thinks he's going to come back with a stable. I don't think he's going to come back.
What was that stable he had with the face tattoo and
what
were they called?
Yeah, but then they turned it into at least a decent stable for him after that. But
Yeah, but what was it called?
No, I don't remember.
I can't remember either. But yeah, like I don't hate that.
But I think Swerve is going to take out Speedball for being friendly with Kenny, and then I think he's going to turn Kevin Knight against Speedball eventually.
I would have liked to have seen.
That will be.
Last night, I would have liked to seen a backstage segment with Swerve where he's just pissed. He's frustrated.
Well, they might do one of those things where he does the after-match promo that they'll show.
Sure, either Saturday night or next week.
Or an online exclusive or something.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that where he's just like, because that was the move. But, yeah, Kenny and MJF, the devil versus the God versus the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, is Kenny Omega the prime Kenny Omega right now? No, but I still think, but he's still incredible, right?
Yeah.
MJF is a big match player. You know that. Anytime he's in a big match, he tends to deliver. So I think Dynasty, we're looking at I think should be a pretty solid, pretty good matchup. Yeah, I don't see how Kenny Omega comes out of that as the winner, but I've been wrong before. I just don't know. And then the Darby thing, I said this. Did I say this here? I can't remember. I did a couple shows. I'm kind of like, I think that they're a little late on it.
Yeah, it should have happened when he was on it. And look at that.
I'm just like, okay, because every Darby Allin match is the exact same match.
Yep.
Which if he wins it, I wouldn't be shocked. But if that's the next trajectory, then okay. What are we doing with John Moxley, man? All
right. This is my nitpick of the night.
Yeah, go on.
For the last 2 months. Okay, so Will Ospreay cuts a backstage thing, which I thought was pretty good. He basically said, he said, "I want you a dynasty, motherfucker." That's what he said. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the cheer, my guy.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah.
John Moxley. That hurt my throat, Aiden. Aiden is a stud. Go follow Aiden. He's one of the best. We're going to have him on again soon.
For sure.
We got to. We just
Absolutely. Iowa just upset Nebraska. They're into the Elite Eight. Iowa. 9-seed Iowa.
Fun fact, they did this best player currently in the NBA from the colleges in the Sweet 16. Nebraska had none. They don't have a current NBA player.
About right. That's probably about right.
They paid for the roster. I mean, they paid pretty good. They played really well. Good season for Nebraska. So
they were the 4 seed. So
but I'm saying, like, they bought a good team. They
of course.
They constructed a really good team. They were undefeated for a hot minute. Iowa, I don't know how they keep doing it. Good for them. Y'all, hey, Aiden says y'all rock. Go crazy at Square Circle Expo this weekend, Plugo. Make sure you say hi to Kyle and Wheezy for me and tell Stone Payne to get his hose out there. Yeah, I absolutely will do that for you. We're going to try to find Stone Payne some love at the Square Circle.
Oh, is that the side mission?
He's not. It's our side mission. He's not having it.
He's not part of it. He's like, nah, bro.
Then he's like, this is dumb. But we all told him, you never know. You might turn around at a booth. You might both grab for that exclusive LJN action figure, and a spark might unite, Stone. But your gripe is Will Ospreay, which again, cut a good promo. Happy he's back.
Yes. Will Ospreay's not my gripe.
And then your gripe is,
but yeah, he said so. He challenges it. Moxley has a mixed tag, which I thought Zeta Steel looked awesome in. By the way,
Aiden, I will do you one more. I will record me saying it to him and send it to you.
Wow.
Remember that.
Zeta Steel is a star. I thought that mixed 6-person match really was a showcase for her. She looked awesome.
Yeah.
But you knew the Death Riders were going to win. But I've always been a fan of Top Flight. I feel like they're underutilized in AEW. But Zeta Steel being on Dynamite, and she looked good in that match. Her and Marina had good chemistry. Like that was a good performance for Zeta Steel. And I was glad that they were on Dynamite. However, Moxley cuts this promo accepting the match from Ospreay, which all well and good. They don't say it's for the title, though. They say it's a grudge match. So does that mean the title's not going to be on the line when John Moxley's a champion? Like, I feel like the title should be on the line, but whatever. They have time to.
And is it too quick
I don't think. Well, not even that. You've been telling me for 2 months that Moxley and the Death Riders are kind of baby faces. They're not fully, but they're kind of. And now all of a sudden, that was a world champion bad guy promo by John Moxley last night. So what? All of a sudden now they're back to the assholes. They're not.
I will say though,
for 2 months Moxley's been kind of a tweener.
Yeah, I did. I mean, he accepted it pretty quick for being a bad guy. He was like, "All right."
That to me was like, wait a minute. So what? They're just bad guys now? They just went back to being bad guys?
I guess it's all subjective to who they're facing. But I would have. I mean,
I don't know.
Because you could have, if you're Mox, you could have been like, "Hey, Will, you've been gone for." What is it? Month, 10 months, a year?
No, he's been gone for August,
6 months,
September,
6, 7, 8 months, 10 months, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey man, maybe you should get some wins before you think about challenging me or get your ring rust off because I'm ready. I'm in my prime. He could have cut that promo where it's like I'm rare to go. I've been beating people left and right. But hey,
he said I accept, but words of advice: don't let your mouth get you in more trouble. That's what he said.
Yeah, and Aiden makes a good point. He says, he just kind of, it feels like he does what the story asks him to do.
That's fair.
Which I don't hate that. I mean, I know AEW is pretty good at that, where like if MJF is in New York, they babyface him up because everybody gets excited, based on hometowns. But with the Death Rider, it also kind of looked for a little bit there that Mox was the babyface and the Death Riders are still kind of heels.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not all on the same page, but yet they still kind of operate as a heel faction. So there is some intrigue there. I mean, Ospreay and Moxley, sign me up. That's great.
Yeah.
That's one of those matches where you kind of I don't really care how we get there as long as we get there. But
100%.
So they'll figure it out. But yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, and then we had Tony. They did the angle last week where Tony gets laid out and everyone's like, who done it?
Wasn't Ronda because she ain't coming back.
No, so we can, they announced.
Or there is at least no plan of having her back at this point.
No, that was a one-off, or there's no plan to have her back. Okay, fine, whatever.
Which I'm a little.
Wow, Purdue just won at the buzzer.
Who'd they beat?
Texas,
damn. God damn, we're going to listen to Tanner Lee's bullshit.
Yeah, unless he hits this. Yeah, that's it. Wow, Purdue won at the basically there were 0.7 seconds left, and Purdue tipped it in. They won 79-77. Damn.
Are you at least a little disappointed that there's not going to be a Ronda match in AEW just to see what it would look like? Just for intrigue alone.
You could sell me on Ronda versus Tony if that could
right. I would have loved to have kind of seen what that.
Yeah,
because Tony Storm can pull the best out of anybody, or at least make stuff out of nothing. I just would have loved to see that contrasting style, but we're not going to get it. So
no, so they play that angle out, and then we find out that Tony Storm is missing the rest of the year at least.
Yeah, undisclosed reasons, and I, for one, am not going to speculate on it.
I don't care. Leave the speculation to everybody else.
Everybody else, well, this must mean this, and this does. You don't know until you know.
No.
And who cares? Why do you want to be right about that? So I just say enjoy your time off, Tony Storm. However,
but I mean, that's a huge loss to the women's division. That's a huge loss to a lot of things. Now, the women's division has enough talent where they should be able to fill the void. But Tony is really, even though she's not the champion, she's always been the center of the division.
But I said earlier today, there's a lot of good at that women's division. And Tony has not been the world champion focal point for quite some time now. And that in itself has raised the tides of these other women. You know, that Tekla and Mina Shirakawa match, I thought was fantastic.
It's very good.
I tweeted out that I really enjoyed that extra level that Mina seemed to. She had a little bit more aggression to her in that match, and I thought that was one of the best matches I've seen out of her in her time in AEW. So
I agree.
Listen, losing Tony Storm is not anything to, just brush off. It is a bummer. It is a big loss. But I think if there was ever a time to lose her, this is the time, because Mercedes is on her way back. That's just a matter of time. Willow is now single, doing the single thing with the TBS Championship. Lena and Megan as tag champs. And then you got, I'm sure, listen, Ruby Soho is doing the Squared Circle Expo. Maybe she's going to get the itch to want to come back.
Mm-hmm.
You got Tekla, you got Statlander, you got a lot of good. Athena, if you ever wanted to make that call. Britt Baker's still on your roster. Thunder Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
But Tekla having to bust out them brass knucks, man.
Bruh. And I think that can tie perfectly into them just running this back at Dynasty. And just saying, hey, you had to cheat to beat me. I had you. You had to cheat to beat me. I want a rematch, and I think that you could just kind of run this back, and they'll have another great match at the pay-per-view. Tekla's awesome. We found they announced it yesterday that she signed a 2-year deal when she brought on, and she had about a year and a half left on her 2-year deal, and they ripped it up and said, no, we want to give you a longer term contract. That's how impressed they've clearly been with her. I knew really very little about her before she showed up in AEW, and she is awesome. Like, she is incredible. She impresses me more and more every time I see her. She deserves that. Happy for her. Like you said, that was a great match last night, and I loved her she's a heel, and she had to do some heel shit to win. Sure. And I loved it. And I like her. I like your intensity. I like
heel's gonna heal, man.
Yeah, I like everything about her. Her entrance, the way she wrestles, her character. Yeah, man. She's a home run. She's a home run to me. I thought that should have main evented the show. Once you kind of made the decision to put Kenny and Swear first. I don't understand why. And don't get me wrong, glad to see Roosh back. He beat the shit out of Darby. Like, he looked good until he lost. I just don't understand. I mean, they did this the story after. Fun. Okay, great.
You're being nice. They did this.
That couldn't happen at 9 p.m.
That's what it was. It was the same Darby Allin thing that they've been doing with him forever.
Yeah, like, why could that should have just happened at 9 p.m.
Darby Allin wants world championship or championship aspiration, picks on leader of faction beats up Darby Allin. That's all he does. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's what it is. It's like, because listen, Darby Allin is never going to overpower anybody, so you're never going to see him. He's got to be outsmarting and cutting. And then 19 Don Cal, it was the same thing. It was like, all right, like there was nothing that they did in that angle with Roosh. The match was fine, but there was nothing that was like uniquely different that, like you said, couldn't have been moved into a 9 o'clock hour. Just let the ladies main event the show and call it good. And it might have hit differently perception wise, because it was, I'm sorry, it was the same angle we've seen. There was nothing special about it. The only intriguing part of that, like you said, was Andrade coming out and being like, do we have to do this? Like, do we need to do this? Is this why I came back to AEW, was for this? Like, that's the only really intriguing part of that, because we all knew what was going to happen.
Could they be setting up a multi-man match for MJF at Double or Nothing?
I mean, they could. I mean, Darby's in the mix. Kenny, Swerve's still in the mix. Like,
Andrade.
Andrade wants.
I'm just trying to think of, like, he beats Kenny at Dynasty. Like, who is the next pay-per-view after that? Is Double or Nothing? It's in New York. Who is the guy? I'm just like, it feels like they're positioning Darby, but there have been a bunch of people that have openly said, I'm coming for the world title, which I like. I want there to be multiple people.
Yeah, there should be like 6 or 7 of them, but
it feels like it's Darby.
Yeah, and it feels like it's Darby, and that feels like that's where they're going. I just need them to come up with a different wrinkle for Darby, because it is the same thing with the Don Callis family to get to MJF is the same thing he did with the Moxley and the Death Riders. Yes. You just saw him do that. He just ran through the War Dogs. He just, it's like, okay, he just runs through factions, and he's going to outsmart these people, and
he's the faction killer, I guess.
I guess. And like I said, the whole Don Callis family angle they should have did that match where they made sure there was no chance he was winning, because the win secures the shot against MJ, because like I said, 7 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
What do I know though? Have them all come out. There was no disqualification. There was no count out, and the rules were real lax there. Just jump him in the main event, and I would have been more excited about them jumping him in the main event, and it lasted 5 minutes, and him going, MJF, you have to pay off everybody to stop me, opposed to, I'm going to sneak out the win, and then we're going to beat him up.
Yep.
I don't know. I might be nitpicky. I might not be a Darby Allin fan. That could be too, because I feel like that's my biggest qualm is his story arc. Ever since he went to go climb that mountain, we've been waiting for this Darby Allin World Championship run, and I think we're like a year late.
I mean, I still say that the whole Death Rider story was built for Darby to be the guy that beat him, but he went to climb Everest, and that was kind of it.
Like, is that I don't understand what goes into climbing Mount Everest. I don't think it's not like Disney World where you can just show up.
Yeah,
but it's not, the mountain's not going anywhere. He could have waited.
Yeah, but obviously he would. Yeah, but maybe
unless he planned it years in advance, and it was like, this is the time where I don't know.
He had to push back the original planning because he broke his foot or some crap. So it just kind of got.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how it works. I'm being.
Listen,
I'm being difficult because I just don't.
It's okay to say that you're not, like, a wrestler's not your bag, bro.
Yeah, and I don't know why. It's because I do know why. It's because it's the same.
It's the same thing all the time.
Come on, man.
Yeah, there needs to be something. Again, I have no problem with Darby Allin getting pushed towards a world title program. He's been there since day one. He's over as hell. I have no problem with it. But I need something. You said a new rink. I need something different. It can't be the same shit all the time. Like, give me something.
Every match is he gets beat up for the first 5-10 minutes of it.
Does 2 or 3 insane spots.
He does a couple of insane spots, makes a comeback, rolls them up. The announcer's like, "Oh shit, Darby Allin just pulled off a crazy victory," and then he runs out of the ring because he just pulled off a crazy victory against 17 people. And then they're like, "Oh my god!" I just don't buy into that being like. If the announcers are shocked that you pulled off the win, I can't imagine what they'll say when you win the world title. He's gonna win it. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Not. Yeah. Just. Yeah. Will it be against MJF though? Will he be the one to dethrone MJF? How long does MJF hold this thing then? He's had it since World's End now. We're heading into April. That's 4 months.
Probably loses it to Ospreay at All In or something.
So that's in July,
August, I think.
August. Okay. So
maybe there, yeah.
And we're just going to put it right back on old Ospreay there, huh?
Well, I feel like in London, if he's healthy and he's back and everything goes smoothly, I feel like that would be.
That's what I just meant with the next stuff. Hopefully he's, we're good and he's, Okay. Yeah. I'm not opposed to that. Just was curious.
When do you think?
I don't know. That's why I was wondering. That's the thing. If Darby's gonna get if he's gonna challenge for it, okay. If he's gonna lose it, okay. But yeah, I was just then okay. After that, it's double or nothing. Mm-hmm. It's in May. June is Forbidden Door. July is
June. I think is Forbidden Door, right?
June or July is Forbidden Door. August is All In. September's All Out. So I would say at minimum All Out.
Yeah.
I could see that. Maybe, if you want to push it to Full Gear, could he do the full year to World's End?
I mean, I don't think he needs to, but he could.
Right now, the way he's going, I don't see him not losing it. Or, I don't see him dropping it anytime soon.
No, I thought he was going to drop it to Hangman, but once they didn't do that, I mean, I think he'll hold it
right. And once he beats Hangman Page, anything's off the table.
I'm like, all right, well.
Because now we're just like, poor Hanger. What's he doing right now? What do you think he's doing right now on a Thursday night? Now that he knows he can't challenge.
I mean, is he going back to?
You think he's MLB opening day in it? Do you think he's watching baseball?
Maybe
having a whiskey, sitting in front of the remains of Swerve's house.
Do we think he's going back to his evil depths, though? Do you think like that type of loss, and now knowing that he can never challenge for the world title again, is going to sink him back?
Does that make you depths, or does that just make you like
depressed?
Depressed. I don't think. We didn't even. I was going to say, I don't think he goes to Johnny Gargano levels of depression, which we did not talk about. That
he was on NXT.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah, I got some thoughts on that, but I was saying, like, does he go to an evil, sadistic Hangman, or is it more of like, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like
desperate, like a desperate Hangman.
Could desperate? I don't.
Is that the wrong word?
Desperation Hangman could be interesting, but like I'm trying to think of like this like callous, like
you think he's gonna join the Callous family?
No, not like callous, like he's callous, like he's like cold hearted. He's like, you know, I'm not gonna let you know, that really changed me as a person type thing. There's a lot of ways he could go. He could go evil. He could go crazy. He could go desperate. I don't need him like banging on Tony Khan's door, begging for a championship. I'm trying to see how we organically get there, and right now I don't see it. So if he's off TV for another couple of weeks, like I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. Whatever promo that he's right to cook it up in his head for his comeback is going to be must see TV, I'm sure.
Agreed. So. Scott's saying he thinks he puts his kids to bed and is watching westerns.
Really? Like Western Kentucky?
Like old westerns?
Like Western Michigan? No.
The Western Michigan.
You know, he's westerns, like those are colleges, Western colleges.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. He's an old westerns guy?
Could be. Why not? He does do cowboy shit.
Do you think the first couple of nights after losing his 8, he just said, you know, honey, could you put the kids to bed? Like, I'm
going to be down in the basement.
I'm going to be in the den.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the den. Wow.
I just need a couple of days. I'll be back in the swing of things. Or do you think he dove like right in?
No, I think he's like, hey, I love you. I love the kids. I'm glad I'm home. I'm going to be in the basement.
Just thinking about some things.
Going through it for the next few days, but I'll be all right. Okay. I'll be all right. That's what I would think.
There's a ton of intrigue into the mind of Hangman Page on like what he's going through.
Mm-hmm.
I could use instead of the Jason Tatum recovery shorts on Peacock, I would like to see the Hangman Page day in the life after.
Hey, do not disrespect Jason Tatum.
You're the one that was anti the Peacock series.
I am. I thought it was ridiculous. I'm glad he's back.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not.
Look, he's getting in playing shape. He came back and he had a month to get into playing shape for us to make it to the NBA Finals. We had a great win last night against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Finals preview potentially. Although I'll tell you what though, I like what I'm seeing with San Antonio and Wemby. I think they are dangerous. If he's healthy, I think, ooh boy.
I turned on the Bad Friends podcast because Blake Griffin was on it. I was just like, Blake Griffin, what's he? I think he was promoting NBA stuff.
Yeah.
And he had one of the like producer guys that doesn't watch basketball asked him to pick if he'd buy him a hair transplant. The guy said the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Boston Celtics in the finals. And Blake goes, that's not that bad. Like I could see that happening. You picked like 2 of the top teams. So
yeah.
So that guy's with you.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. I mean, we've talked about it, but I don't think any team now that Cade is out for a while. Hopefully, he comes back before the playoffs. But if Cade's out, I don't. But again, I said that last year, and we were going to lose to the Knicks whether Tatum blew us out his Achilles or not. Like, do I think with Tatum we could have maybe won 3 in a row and won that series? Yeah, maybe, but not the way we were playing, probably. So I can be confident in the world. And you know what the team, the thing that's crazy. Now we're talking basketball, but that's fine. The thing that's crazy to me is I'm more worried. I'm not worried about the Knicks or the Pistons. I'm more worried about like the Charlotte Hornets. They worry me.
Mm-hmm.
The last time they played us, they beat us by 26.
Yeah, they're playing good basketball right now. But I wouldn't be worried about them. But
the Atlanta Hawks all of a sudden have gone from like out of the playoff picture to the 5 seed.
Well, that's what happens when you get rid of Trae Young.
I'm just saying. I'm not scared of Cleveland. I'm not. If Cade comes back, the Pistons I think are our biggest competition. But I'm not scared of Cleveland. I'm not scared of the Knicks. I'm not scared of those teams. But like I think I don't want to face the Charlotte Hornets in the first round. Do we beat them? Yes. But they're going to be pesky and they're going to fight every night and they're going to win a game. You know, they're just going to be that annoying first round, which isn't always a bad thing.
Yeah. They're going to be a Hornet.
They're going to test you. Yeah, they're going to be a pest. They're going to test you.
Yeah.
And I again, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing all the time, but I'd rather just work our way to where we need to. I don't know, but yeah, he's good. That kid from Duke. What's Knipple?
Con Knipple, and he's got 2 brothers too.
Yeah, younger, like that are in college.
At high school, I think. But
yeah, he can drain. He's good, man. He can drain.
Cooper Flagg's got a brother in college right now, and
Cooper Clapp, one of my own people. Cooper Flagg. Just a matter of time before that contract runs out and he comes to
Cooper Con.
Hell yeah!
The resurgence is on, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Just weird, goofy white guys who could shoot. It's coming back around.
Well, Cooper Flagg's game is not just that.
Yeah, he's a little better than that.
I think.
Before we go, though, I do want to talk. I was surprised to see Johnny Gargano on NXT.
Yes,
he was part of the He's part of the Gauntlet. Shiloh Hill. I can't remember. Dude, that dude. He was also the way he is like. I broke down the pixels of Blake Monroe's photo and figured out her geolocate. That guy's a fucking problem. And not enough people are talking about how creepy that guy is. We need to all band together and be like, Shiloh Hill needs to be like on a house arrest or something. He shouldn't be allowed to he shouldn't have internet access after a certain. He should be limited screen time for that dude. Anyway,
I agree.
Shiloh Hill ran through the gauntlet of that gauntlet, beat everybody, and then gets attacked. And they throw and shout out to Candice LeRae.
Always.
She could have easily buckled in this time of Johnny's depression since Tommaso left. She could have easily just said, you know what? I'm going to go do my thing while you figure your shit out. But she stood by her man. She believed in Johnny Wrestling. She pushed that man on top of Shiloh Hill after he got jumped. And Johnny Gargano is going to stand and deliver to face Miles Bourne. He didn't look happy or thrilled about it. He's still in depressed mode.
Mm-hmm.
But it just goes to show you that not relationships, while they are 50-50, aren't always 50-50. Sometimes when your partner's down, it's 70-30. You got to help pick up that other 20 to get your partner back. She said, Johnny's at like 5. I'll take the 95% on and help him, and maybe this will be the spark that Mr. Johnny Wrestling needs to get back to doing what he does. So I actually thought that was quite an interesting way to do that, because he didn't do a damn thing. That was the easiest match of that man's career.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel like it's a little bit of an insult to that?
Oh, it's an absolute insult to the NXT.
Right.
No. But it's also, again, and I've said it and we've talked about it, the men's division in NXT right now is
not good.
It's not.
There's talent.
There's talent there. It's
no
just
stars. There's no stars.
And even the Ricky, Ethan, Joe Hendry stuff on Tuesday, I was kind of like, I don't love what they're doing. Like it's not.
Yeah.
This isn't the Ricky Saints that took NXT by storm. Ethan Page is kind of being dopey right now, and Joe Hendry's obviously Joe Hendry. But yeah, so they're just like, we don't have anybody that we'd want to take a loss to Miles Bourne, because Miles is going to win. I don't think Johnny's taking the win here.
Yeah, I think Miles is winning. Yeah,
but I think that they're like, Johnny takeover is gonna.
Yeah.
But if they do the dopey he's depressed thing, well, that's a slap to Miles Bourne's face, where it's like, well, he's not even going to try.
Yeah.
So he's obviously going to have to wrestle. But yeah, Shiloh Hill did all the work, but he can't. They see a bright future in him. Keanu Carver's good, but he's really raw.
I mean, Miles Bourne to me is the guy. I look at Miles Bourne and I go, that is if you haven't, look at Joe Hendry to me is established. Ethan Page is established. Ricky Saints is established. Those are established guys to me. Yes, they're at the top of the NXT, but they were established before they got there. When I look at the young core, I do like Jackson Drake a lot.
Sure.
But he's young. He needs to.
But they're taking losses to the Los Americanos who are heels on Raw.
What the fuck are they doing that? Those three guys are, come on, man. But whatever, dude.
They're heels on the main roster, but everybody's cheered them in NXT. I was like, what the hell is this?
I mean, whatever. To me, I look at Miles Bourne and I say that to me is the babyface star, the next kind of guy. But they have him with the North America, which is a good spot for him because those other three guys are kind of going what they're doing up here. It's a great spot for him to have. But to me, I look at Miles Bourne and I go, that's the guy. To me.
Which, I mean, if you are the guy and you can hold your own in a match with Johnny Gargano, if Johnny Gargano is 100% Johnny Gargano, then that's not a bad thing. So it isn't necessarily a slap in the face. I just don't know if they quite know what they have yet in all these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Swipe Right is...
Like them. What a name.
I like them. They're still they're the tag champs.
Ricky Smokes, baby.
Yeah, Ricky Smokes and Brad Naylor. But... yeah, the rest of it, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know quite. And then you got the Calling is still there. It's just a weird mix, right? Dark State's still doing dark. I don't know what that is.
But it seems like Lennox.
It's a weird transition that they're in right now.
It seems like Lennox of that group is the guy that they kind of view as this could be the solo star guy of the group. You know what I mean? He's.
Yeah, they're positioning him that way.
Yeah.
They're in a weird spot right now transitionally. It was just not a great Tuesday night watch, but shout out to Johnny Gargano. He's gonna listen, man. And listen, Stand and Deliver is in St. Louis, so it's not at the set.
It's not a Mania, not Mania.
Yeah, not at Mania. It's not at the place that they usually run it. So they're probably hey, Johnny used to Mr. NXT, well, maybe sell a few more tickets.
I mean, that seems to be the reason why they do everything nowadays.
It's all about that money, gang.
You love to see it. But yeah, I thought I didn't watch NXT, but I heard not just you, but I saw quite a few people saying, boy, oh boy.
It's just there. You could tell they're definitely in a transitional, trying to figure out what they want to do. Cause they do, like you said, they got Ethan and Ricky and Joe, and they're cemented in the main event. Mm-hmm. So you can only do so much with the three of them. You got this whole group of Robert Stone. Yeah, he's been announced as the full-time GM. He's been good. He's been
excellent. I really like him.
The women's division, they botched. I don't want to say botched, but they definitely dropped the ball a little bit on the Soul Zarya thing. I don't think that's it. JC and Kendall should be fine. I think somebody said it early in the chat that JC should probably lose to Kendall and then she should get called up, but then.
But Kendall Gray is somebody who I feel could go up to the main roster now and find her.
Sure. Sure. But the women's division definitely has a few more established, Kalani Jordan's, the Lola Vices of the world. But the men's division, they're relying heavily on these Evolve guys, and I just don't know if they know what they have in them yet.
Yeah.
And this is their first, yes, Evolve's on Tubi, it's TV wrestling, they're learning, but it's it's a whole other ball game when you get into that NXT crowd and on bigger stages. And they're not saying they're bad. I don't think anybody knows who these guys are.
Yeah. And that's difficult.
And I don't think they know who they are.
Yeah. And listen, this is the first time in a while, and definitely under Shawn Michaels as the booker, where they basically went to him and they said, hey, your three biggest guys that have been feuding for the world title for the last 3 months, Trick Williams, Obafemi, and Javon Evans, we're taking them all at the same time.
Yeah, we're
all three of them same time. We're taking them. So you figure it out, and they're trying to figure it out. But you got the three established guys, but that's not really hitting a ton. I don't think it's because of any of them personally.
It's just it's just really corny.
Yeah, it's
and I know Ricky Saints is a heel now. But like if if you being a heel is just you being extra corny with the way you operate, I'm like, I don't know if I like corny Ricky Saints.
No.
Like, all right.
That's not the Ricky Saints we need. I'm all for heel Ricky Saints, like all four.
Yeah.
Like he shouldn't be.
But
he needs to be like I'm the coolest guy in the fucking room. Heel.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
But he's doing like prima donna. I'm the coolest guy in the room, and you're just like,
no,
come on, Ricky, be you. But
you should already be.
I'm sure they'll figure it out. This last show was just kind of like, we could skip some of this stuff
for sure.
So if you missed out on Tuesday, you didn't miss much. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Sad to say.
Scott's saying in the chat that Robert Stone announced he's the full-time GM now.
Yeah, he's got the ball. He's going to run with it.
Love to see it.
I don't hate it. Tony D'Angelo's still a thing.
Yep.
I guess.
Yep.
They're doing the 4-way at Stand and Deliver.
Yep.
Maybe that's where they take it off Joe there and Okada versus
for the title, for the international title.
Kevin Knight on Collision.
It's gonna be wonderful. That's gonna be a wonderful night.
Is that going to be a normal Collision or is that going to be after basketball?
I would assume it's after basketball again.
Because there would be the Elite Eight on Saturday.
So there'll just be two games.
Yeah, this wouldn't be. They could.
I don't.
They
think
still do it after basketball. So I think they do the Elite Eight games.
Actually, those just might be on CBS though.
They could be. You're right. They absolutely.
They might actually be normal time.
I don't know. There was that one goofy ass year that they were like, the national title game is on True TV, and you're like, go fuck yourself.
I'll be like, yeah, all right.
I was so pissed. I was like, and I had True TV, and I was still mad about it. I was just like, it's the national title game. You hyped up this NCAA double turn, and you're like, no, coming up next on Hardcore Pawn.
Yeah.
You're like,
there you go. Oh, so the games are on TBS. So there you go.
TBS. That's TBS.
So that'll be good.
TBS is making moves. They got baseball games and everything this year.
The Mets game today was on NBC.
That was on Peacock. I got home in time to watch because my son had a school play, so he had to stay after school. So I didn't have to go right to pick him up. I got to go home, and I was like, "Well, turn on this Pirates Mets game. This is nice."
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to not find baseball anywhere else because we still have the traditional problem of, oh, you want to watch? I actually just watched a TikTok about it. Guy's like, oh, you want to watch all the games? How do we do that? Well, you need this. And he's like, well, does that mean I get all the games? They're like, yeah, no, they're still blacked out in this.
Correct.
What about this? I don't know. There was like one free game on ESPN Plus. It was Phillies Rangers, but it was over by the time I realized it. I'm just like, guys, opening day.
It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard.
Opening day should be like, if you want to put a game on Peacock, go for it. ESPN should have 3 games today. Whoever else has got baseball should get baseball. Like just one game. You just make it a day. Make it a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it, but what do I know? We can go on and on and on.
100%.
Dodgers are on Peacock right now. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, Diamondbacks are playing. But we're not going to go on and on about it though because we
could.
I mean, we could.
No, we're not going to.
No. Anything else wrestling wise? Any other hot takes?
Any other hot takes
that you needed to get out of the way before we wrap this puppy up?
No, but hey, watch out.
That's not a real person.
No.
Yes,
no.
NBC does have Sunday Night Baseball this year.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to play, but whatever. They're moving to more sports, live entertainment, and in the summer, why not? There's nothing else on. So
that's what I'm saying.
But no, hot take wise, wrestling related wise, I got nothing, man.
All right, fair enough.
No wrestling hot takes. I already gave them all.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I feel like this week of wrestling in general was just kind of,
like if you could have just been like,
it happened.
You could have got a recap.
What'd you think of the last segment on Raw though, with Roman snapping and putting Punk through the table? And
I mean, yeah, got to. That's what I said last week. I said they can't just talk to each other for the next 4 weeks. Somebody's gonna have to ramp this thing up. And Punk hit Roman last week, and then Roman, took it to another level, which they needed to do because I can't. As much as I love CM Punk and I love the idea of this match at Mania, I couldn't sit through 4 more of them just being like, "You're old." Well, I never wanted you in the Shield, and it's like you gotta. All right, put boots to ass. Yeah. But is Punk going to do this one man versus the 3 of them, or is he get? He doesn't have any friends, does he?
Not that I know of. Cody.
But Cody's getting murdered over on SmackDown with Randy. So, I mean, LA Knight, because I know LA Knight's having issues with the Usos, but LA Knight has issues with Punk.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoy it. I said, okay, here we go. We're moving up in the we're hitting the 11s here. I don't know what Roman's schedule is the rest of the way, but I don't know. We're gonna get to some situation where they're gonna do a contract signing and Pierce is going to be like, "You're not allowed to touch each other."
Let's hope not.
And then they'll sign the contract, and then they'll fight. That's exactly that's what we're going. That's where we're going. If there will be a contract signing in the next couple of months, weeks.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if we get there. But
we're getting it. Don't we're getting. Come on,
Yeah, but we are going to get out of here for the evening tonight. Thank you all to everybody that was in the chat hanging out. Even you, I'll say it, even you, William Taylor, popping in and saying hello. I know you won't, but I will.
Listen, he came. I don't have any he's an all right person. He's just I don't know. He just kind of needs to know.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it.
Yeah. Put that part out. He's all right, I guess.
All right. Why don't you tell the people, where they can find you, do the damn thing, and we'll get out of here.
Well, like we talked earlier, I'll be at the Squared Circle Expo this weekend, Friday night, maybe Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. But definitely Friday night. So come check me out if you're in there, getting your autographs and your signings and meeting your wrestlers. Come say hi to me. But you can find me at Pluggo on all social media platforms. Just Pluggo. My face pops up every Thursday night with this dude over here for Between Two Beers. Go to @B2Beers on all social medias to figure out what we got going on, what's coming up on the road to WrestleMania. And then this Saturday at 4 o'clock, we're doing For Exposure at For Exposure Pod on all social medias. Me and Blair Pacheco are going to talk about the world of independent wrestling. Sunday, I will be on the Main Event Wrestling Network Mixer. We'll be talking about the Stand and Deliver that Kyle is actually going to, so that's why we're doing it early. And I told him I'd come talk some Stand and Deliver with him. And you'll just have to see what else is going on. I don't know what else is coming up. I'm sure there's some things.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely going to be some things.
I hope so. We'll see.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow, but I'm sure I'll come up with some stuff.
Yeah, you're going to get a ton of content out of it. It should be fun. You're going to be seeing a bunch of our friends and having a good time. I'm excited for you. Like I said, I'm jealous. I wish I could be there with you guys, but it's going to be a good time, dude. There's going to be a lot of shit going on. Yeah, next year we can make it happen.
Next time the expo, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, but all right. You know where you can find me. He just told you where you can find me on Thursdays. I'm always here Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, Between Two Beds, the flagship here at Love Wrestling. You can find me Sunday afternoons, noon Eastern, over on Fightful Overbooked with Auntie Collins for Coast to Coast. And then for at least the next couple weeks, I don't know if our pal Jose on the Air kind of announced it on the show last night and on Twitter today. He is leaving Dynamite Up. On the go home week to Dynasty. So that we'll see how that goes. That might be a little up in the air. We'll see what goes on there with the future of that. But see, Scott even told you, I said it off air. Denise is going to be there. Denise Salcedo is going to be there all week.
I'll look for Denise. I know I saw that today. I saw she was going to be there, and she told it. She'll be running around. You got to understand, Denise, the Denises and the Wheezies of the world, we're cool with them and everything. But they are moving, and I don't move at that kind of pace. So hopefully I'll run into them, and if I do, I'll absolutely say hi. They know I will. But I just mean I'm not banking on seeing them because, like I said, when you see these two work a room, they work a room like they're like none other. So, but yeah, I'll say hi to Denise. Denise is awesome. There are gonna be a lot of cool people there. This is the first time I've ever gone, so I'm not planning too much stuff because, again, I don't know what I'm getting myself into, so to speak. So I'm going to just kind of see what kind of happens. I talked to some of the people, the veterans of the game, and they were like, "Look, like you can set up and go live at some point. People are just it's a good experience." So
yeah, it's a madhouse. It's gonna be a fun madhouse.
Controlled chaos, and I thrive on that. So we'll definitely you'll see some stuff come out of that for sure.
Heck yeah. But yeah, so you can find me, JPJ Loves Gaming. I've released my schedule every Monday, so you can kind of figure out what I'm doing week to week and stuff like that. Playing a lot of MLB The Show on the Twitch channel, just all that fun stuff. So that's where you can follow me. But the most important thing you do is follow Love Wrestling. If you're here, you probably already do, but share this stuff out. Every Thursday night, we got this going on. Every Sunday afternoon, we got the brunch gimmick at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Our LPW wrestling shows are now on YouTube. Exclusive. They're on YouTube the last Friday of every month. And if you like wrestling, it is some of the best wrestling you will watch. Shout out again to our boy T.Y. Jackson, the new LPW Grand Champion. So
the only new champion worth shouting out.
Unbelievable. Before he goes on and gets us in more trouble with people that can kill us in a minute, I
think we could last a minute 30 with the lads.
Nope.
I think we could.
No, I'm not saying
other LPW tag teams. You're absolutely right. I think we get a minute 30 because the lads would be worried about getting stains on their white T-shirts.
No, I'm not saying it.
I'll say it.
But anyway, for everybody in the chat, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for popping in, saying hello. Appreciate you all. Pluggo and I will see you next Thursday night.
Yes, we will.
You all know the drill. Say hi to Sue.
Hi, Sue. Suck it, William Taylor.
Wow. He said that, Will.
Listen, we're a team.
Unbelievable. Peace out.
Hey there, Plugo and JPJ. It's Trent's mom, Sue, and I have a bone to pick with you. So, I understand that you guys are being real idiots and spending your entire monthly budget. You've got to be kidding me. This is not the way to be when you're trying to run a business. Your boss, Spencer, is really pissed off at you. I'm pissed off at you. You have some nerve. Get a grip. You have to control yourself. You can't just go out and spend all the money that you're making, you two beards guys. Oh no, this is coming out so stupid. Anyway, behave yourselves or I'm going to cut you off from watching AEW. You're no longer going to get to know, be able to meet my son. What? Or me. I'm sorry, this is like, I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for being fans. Watch yourselves. Knock it off.